Hey guys, I hope you're having a really good day. Today I filmed for you an at-home bikini wax or at-home wax video in general using hard wax. It's just my preferred method for giving myself a bikini wax at home. The other one that I recommend is the V Easy Grip Ready to Use wax strips. I have not, in the States, I have seen these in the bikini size, but here I've only seen the leg size, which are really long, and the face size, which is the one I have here. I did use this before hard waxing in the States, and I think it was really good for one of the wax strips that you warm up between your hands and then pull apart. It did a really good job. Sally Hansen also makes one, but it's not good. It's the one with like a plastic clear, here, let me show you what it looks like. So these are what these strips look like, and these are the ones, I use these on my upper lip, but you just warm up in between your hands and then you peel them open. And I think this brand works really good. The Sally Hansen one is not as good though. Don't use that one. My sister actually wrote them a complaint letter because she hated it so much. But I'm going to be showing you today using hard wax. I'm going to show you today using hard wax, and the brand I use is this one. This is just what it looks like. And it's the Nads Brazilian and Bikini Wax. This is the box. I didn't realize that Nads was an Australian brand. I remember when I was younger seeing the Nads infomercial, and it was like a green wax, and it was all natural, and like, I don't know. Anyways, I remember seeing those infomercials, so I thought that, you know, it was an American brand, but it's actually Australian. But I think any hard wax will do well. I don't want to say any because there might be some really janky brands out there. I do recommend this one. I think it does a really good job. It's not the best in the whole world, but it gets the job done for sure. Along with the waxes, I also recommend these 3 items. The very first is baby powder. This is just Johnson's baby powder, and this is just sort of to dry off the skin, make sure the hair is dry so the wax adheres better. And then for after you you finish your waxing, I recommend jojoba oil or any other all-natural oil. Most of the bikini wax, any wax kit will come with like a pre-moistened one. You can definitely use those. I just prefer the jojoba oil because it's more natural. And then some sort of an anti-ingrown hair or post-wax solution. This one is PFB Vanish. I got this from my esthetician when I used to get professional bikini waxes. And it just helps with ingrown hairs. The thing is, I don't know if those work very well, but I keep using them. So anyway, so those are all the things you need, and now let's get into how I recommend going about your bikini. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wax, and I'm just going to take it out of its container. Super weird looking. And I'm going to put it in the microwave. Now, it says to do it by increments of 30 seconds, but I'm just going to do it at 1 minute. Hold on. Yeah, he's upstairs. So it's been a minute, but it's still pretty much rock hard, so I'm going to toss it back in. And then for another minute. So it's been about 4 minutes total, and this is what my wax looks like now. As you can see, it's an actual like liquid consistency. This is actually a little too hot, so I'm gonna cool down just a touch before. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna show you how to do this on my armpits. The very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my baby powder, and this is just the Johnson's baby powder, pure cornstarch with aloe and vitamin E. I put a little bit on my hands, and I'm gonna put it into my underarms where I'm gonna wax. You can kind of see, it's not super hairy, but there's a good amount. I just don't have very much hair in my armpits, even though I have been growing it out because I epilate, and there's like a little redness there from an ingrown hair I was picking at. Sorry, TMI. Alright, so now once you have that on there, we're going to go ahead and get our feet a little too hot at first, and if it is, that's okay. Just let it cool down a little bit. So when I take it out, I just kind of twist it around like that until it stops dripping. Oh, there you are. Now my hair is kind of growing upward, so I'm going to follow where the hair is. And you don't want this to be too big, to be honest. And then I'm going to put the little extra down at the top there, so it's a little bit thicker where I'm planning on pulling it off. And then let me just show you how much wax I put on. And then this is a quarter. So you can just see how much wax I put on. It's not a lot. You really want to work in small strips because it just makes it less painful. And if you're in Australia, this is a 20-cent coin. So it's about the same size as that. You really don't want to do huge, huge, huge strips because it'll just hurt more. And you want to touch it. And when it feels like completely, completely hard and dry, that's when you want to just hold the armpit taunt and gently kind of pick at it and pull down. Oops. Like I said, it's kind of hard because I have such thin hair everywhere. And then if you get little baby bits like this, it's just because, honestly, I'm waxing through my through my viewfinder because my camera doesn't flip over, so it's kind of hard to see. But there, it got most of the hair out. There's one little guy right there, but that's all right. And a little bit of the wax, you can just literally do this. Scratch it off. And this is what the wax looks like. So here I have a diagram of an extreme camel toe. I just don't want this video to get marked as like pornography or anything. I usually start when I do hard wax, I'll do 3 strips just at the top. And the reason I do 3 is because I want to let, by the time I get done onto the third one, the first one is basically dry. And you want to make sure, or yeah, basically dry and hard. You want to make sure to let your wax have enough time to get nice and hard. That's what she said. Ooh, sorry. Anyways, so once it gets really hard, you want to just take the end. So the hair usually for the bikini hair, it grows down this way. So you want to put the wax on so it goes down that way and then take it and pull it up like that. So I just do that. I let it get nice and hard and then I pull up and then I'll just keep going down. Doing this whole area is really easy. It's when you get to kind of the lady bits that gets a little hard. So if you want just a plain bikini wax, you can leave a little strip there. You can just do the outside if you're just planning to wear a bikini. Like, it really is all preferential. So if that's all you wanted for the bikini wax, that's it, you're done. You want to put the oil and your aftercare, and that's it, you're out the door. Now if you wanted to do a full-on Brazilian wax, which is what I do, then there's a few more steps. So once you finish kind of the, you know, that area, you get down kind of into the bits. Your lady bits, you know. And what I like to do is go into the Captain Morgan pose. And I continue to do small sections and continue to follow the growth of the hair and pull against it. And you kind of just do that all around. It takes a lot of practice to get every little piece of hair out. The first time I did it, I kept missing it. I was pulling it off. Oh my god, it was really painful. And now I'm so used to it that I can just do it kind of really quickly. But you just kind of want to go Captain Morgan and pull your skin as taut as you can when you're in that area. It just makes it a lot less painful and a lot easier. Once you're done with that and you're completely done with the waxing, I take my jojoba oil, fill it on a cotton round, and get it nice and you know, saturated, and then I just clear off all the excess wax. Again, with the hard wax, you can just pick it off, but the oil makes it a lot easier for it to come off. So you just do that, get it all kind of smooth. It's also nice because it kind of nourishes your skin, and pick away all the residue of wax. And then I take a clean cotton round and I just clean up all the excess, and then I go in with my my anti-ingrown hair, and this one just comes in a roll-on version. There's a million other ones I've seen at the drugstore. You can use any one of those, and you just want to put that on and get it nice and, you know, cleanse, and then I usually just fan it with my hand and let the whole thing dry, and then that's it. You're all done with your bikini wax. So aftercare, I would say, you know, don't really do anything physical, if you catch my drift. Right after, you don't want to, it's kind of tender at that point. I would say give it a day or 2, depending on how sensitive your skin is. You might have a couple of ingrown hairs, and that's natural with waxing. What I recommend before, if you know you're going to wax tomorrow, tonight, as you take a shower, take a loofah to it and just really exfoliate, or take a body scrub and exfoliate down there. Don't exfoliate super close to where your bits are. Just do it at the top part, that top part. And that's pretty much it. You know, at-home bikini waxes, I feel like, can be safe if you know what you're doing and you're not getting too close to all the sensitive areas. and it can be just as good as when you go and get it professionally done. I do recommend at least once in your life go and get it professionally done if you're thinking about getting a wax, because there you can kind of watch them, and that's kind of how I learned. I watched and I saw how they did it, and I was like, okay, I can do this on myself. And I've gone to some places where they did such a bad job, and I was like, I could do this at home for free, and I'm paying you $60, you know. So try to get it done professionally at least once, but definitely do it at home. And if you can do it just as good at home as getting it professionally done like I can, then, because I'm so amazing, then do it that way. I guess that's all I have to say. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. If you're really shy or uncomfortable with people seeing your comments on this video, feel free to message me. I will definitely get back to you, and I hope this video was helpful to someone and that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!